Hey, so we got some Nintendo news to talk about. Okay, this one is I don't know how to describe it, but it's regarding Nintendo Switch 2, media outlets, and a decision that Nintendo made that was good job, Nintendo. Good job. I'm going to end the video with a heartwarming story, like really cool thing that happened. And I want to make sure you guys watch to the end, enjoy the video, and let's get started. If you are new here, look at that number, 53,000 something. We're on the way to 60K. At 60K, we'll be giving away a Nintendo Switch 2 bundle. So make sure to subscribe for that. If not for the Switch 2, join the Odyssey. We are an amazing family here, and we talk about Nintendo news. I mean, like Nintendo stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let's go ahead and get started with the video. All right, so we're here at Kotaku. It says, don't expect many Switch 2 reviews at launch. Now, why is this? Well, Nintendo is reportedly holding back review units until the very last second. Nintendo being Nintendo. The Switch 2 is likely to be one of the biggest consoles launches ever, but it might be hard to find actual hands-on reviews on devices when it first comes out. That's because Nintendo isn't sending out early units to press and content creators, according to the new report by the game business. It's highly unusual, a head scratcher that has some third-party publishers. Flummoxed. You guys call me pronounce that. Flummoxed. I don't know what that means. And the game press will not be receiving Nintendo Switch 2 consoles until just before it comes out, writes the game business Chris Drink. He reports that some in the media won't get their review units until launch day on June 5th, with Nintendo blaming the delay on the need for a major day one patch. I mean, it's reasonable if we need a major day one patch, and of course we can't give the system the reviewers to kind of review the system without the patch, and then all hell breaks loose. But the Nintendo Switch 2 launches right before Summer Game Fest, a busy period for games, announcement, and new trailers that could delay in-depth coverage of the new console even further. No need to worry. We are getting the Nintendo Switch 2 the day before, and I will be covering the heck out of the system. Everything about it. My first impressions, reviews, my reviews in the games. We'll be here live streaming the entire thing. Actually, our first podcast for the Nintendo Switch 2 will be a knockout tournament for Mario Kart World. Let's go ahead and get to the next story. Here at the Nintendo of America Twitter X account, we have some confirmations on free updates for Nintendo Switch 2. Here's the information on what type of updates they will be getting. So let's go ahead and look at this, right? So ARMS will get visual updates, optimized for Nintendo Switch 2 display, and high resolution for TVs, improved imagery. So frame rate update as well. So this game will get visual optimization for resolution, frame rate update, and HDR support. Okay, Big Brain Academy will get the party mode. So up to 4 people can play in party mode and share local or online via game chat. So basically, the Big Brain Academy will get that feature with the little cameras and up to 4 party gameplay mode. Okay. Then Captain Toad will get a visual update to the 4K resolution, HDR support, game share support as well, coming on day one for Captain Toad. 2 people can play all of the courses, share locally or share online via game chat. Okay, so that one will get the resolution. This one will only get the up to 4 people. I can play up to 34 games, share locally via online or game chat. So basically the sharing and the game chat support for Clubhouse. No resolution update. This is a party game, man. There's no really resolution updates needed for this game. We got Game Builder will get the visual optimization for a high resolution as well, and Joy-Con 2 support for mouse control, which, man, that game really needs it. So it's good. All right, Mario Brothers U Deluxe will get the visual optimization for 4K display, right? To play in 4K or in 1080p on the screen in mobile mode. Same thing for Pokemon Scarlet, the visual optimization and highly needed frame rate improvement coming to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Same thing for Pokemon Violet as well. And we got Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury It's getting a lot. Okay, so it includes the visual optimization, right, to 4K in dock mode, and of course 1080 in handheld mode. We get the frame rate update as well for Bowser's Fury and the HDR support. Of course, we'll get game share support. Up to 4 players can play Super Mario 3D World. In Bowser's Fury, 2 people can play together, with 1 player controlling Mario and the other controlling Bowser Jr. Okay. Share locally or share online via game chat. So you and I can play Bowser's Fury. I can play Mario. You can play as Bowser Jr. And of course, 4 people can play Super Mario World together now. So that's just pretty cool. Same thing with Super Mario Odyssey. We got the visual optimization that includes the 4K and dock, and of course 1080p and take it with you mode, HDR support, and two people can play together with 1 player controlling Mario and the other controlling Cappy. Well, how does that work? How? Share locally or share online via game chat. Then of course we got the Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, visual optimization for 4K HDR. Same thing for Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, 4K optimization and HDR. So those are the games that are getting updates, and these are the specific updates they are getting for Switch 2. Not to say that other games will get any updates. Actually, I can tell you, data miners did find that Paper Mario Thousand Year Door is compatible with 4K resolution. It's already embedded, and I'm pretty sure there are other games that are not being mentioned that are also compatible. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the last story. This heartwarming, nice story here, brought to us by GameStop. For immediate release, GameStop tonight proudly salutes the brave, shivering, and Red Bull-fueled heroes camping outside Chicago store 402 for the Pokemon Prismatic Evolutions Super Premium Collection. They came armed with tents, with folding chairs, with portable chargers, with unwavering resolve, and GameStop stands today to press F to pay respects to these brave warriors of the hobby, the noble few who have chosen to bear frigid nights, not out of necessity, but out of love for the game. We told them it releases on Friday, said GameStop store manager Chris. They showed up on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Holy smokes. We at GameStop understand that Pokemon isn't just a card game. It's a lifestyle, a calling, at times financially irresponsible obsession that brings us all together. You can say that again. And nothing says I love Pokemon like missing 3 days off of work to maybe get a Venusaur you already have. That's hilarious. They pulled up with the pickup truck and a flat top grill. They grilled burgers to make it through the night and cooked breakfast in the morning for everyone that wanted some. They didn't charge anything. And when I asked them about it, they said they did it for the love of the community, added Chris. Now, this part here, this is something GameStop did for these people. They pulled up in the truck, they grilled burgers, they made breakfast in the morning. This is just so awesome, you know? With every mosquito bite, every lukewarm energy drink, every awkward run in with the confused mall cop, you have proven yourselves worthy of a license aside, a Caterpie, a Psyduck, a Pikachu, and possibly a PSA 10 Charizard. May your polls be pristine. May your packs be plentiful, and your patience last just as long. Enough to not yell at us when we run out in 14 minutes. See you at 10 a.m. you glorious cardboard crusaders. GameStop. That's fantastic, guys. I know that in the past there's a lot of heat on GameStop for, you know, I'm guessing the trade-ins and stuff like that. But you have to understand, first, they are a business, right? So if they're going to accept the game, they need to make a profit on it, right? Second, GameStop right now, in this turmoil of the entering digital world, represents two things that we are fighting for as gamers. First, physical video games. right? They are keeping physical video games alive and they're pushing for it. Second, these events, right? Those night launches that you like for the next, let's say the next Legend of Zelda game on midnight launch, they have these events and they kind of support the community in this way. So physical games and in-person events, right? I mean, I still remember going out with my family over to Blockbuster Video to rent a VHS and of course then a DVD to rent a video game, and it was just the most amazing experience for me, and I loved it, and I miss it with all my heart, right? And so we as video game fans, we should look forward to supporting places like GameStop, and so that they don't cease to exist, and all we're left with is a digital store. You know, how fun is that? A digital store, a place where nothing really happens. You just go there, it can lag one day, it could go down one day, but a game store like GameStop, and I'm guessing it's like maybe the only one we have left, you know, besides the regular Target, Best Buy, the only video game store, at least in the US that I know of, we have left, you can correct me if I'm wrong, is GameStop. And so we have to kind of stick up for them, right? And we have to kind of applaud them and see how really they love fans, right? I got $420 for my Xbox Series X. That's like almost what I paid for it, and that was awesome. And I was able to get a Switch 2 because of it, right? I'm not rich. I traded in my system just to make sure that I can cover it for you guys, and I thank GameStop for that, for allowing me to do that. All right, friends, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and leave your comment down below. Never give up. It's your on. Peace.